Attention passionate Dallas, Cowboys fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC East and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Dallas Cowboys' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Dallas Cowboys fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your friends and Dallas, Cowboys fans. Let's get to the news now, Cowboys Nation. Hold on to your hats because what I'm about to tell you could be a game changer. Rumors are swirling around a potential blockbuster trade involving one of the NFL's most elite cornerbacks, Patrick Surtain II from the Denver Broncos, heading straight to Big D. And if this deal goes down, and all signs point to it being seriously considered, it could reshape the entire NFC landscape, especially for the Cowboys, who are already stacking their deck for a deep playoff push and, dare I say, another shot at that shiny Super Bowl trophy. First, let's unpack what this trade would mean for Dallas. Surtain isn't just any corner. He's a shutdown phenom, a player who can take away half the field and make life miserable for opposing quarterbacks. At only 25 years old, he's already proven himself as one of the best in the league, with a PFF grade that's been consistently soaring over 90. In 2025, he's logged 26 solo tackles, 11 pass deflections, and an eye-popping catch rate allowed of just 46%. That's elite coverage, folks. His EPA per target is 40, which means he's actively reducing the opposing team's chances of success every time they throw his way. Since entering the league in 2021, Surtain has amassed 266 tackles, 11 interceptions, 58 pass deflections, and even scored 2 touchdowns. He's the kind of player who elevates any secondary he joins, and for the Cowboys, that could be the final piece to solidify an already strong defense. Now, why would the Broncos even consider trading him? Well, Denver is dealing with some serious cap constraints, with over $8 million in projected cap space over 2026, and they're also trying to rebuild a young and hungry secondary. Players like Mathias, who's logged over 500 snaps, show they want to develop from within. There's also skepticism about their overall ability to repeat last season's success, especially with the Broncos' defense giving up 330 yards per game, and the 13th ranked secondary that's just a bit too vulnerable against high-powered offenses. Losing Surtain would be a blow to their back end, particularly against deep threats, and it would open up opportunities for opponents to exploit their secondary even more. For Dallas, this potential move is a no-brainer. The Cowboys are sitting on about $23 million in cap space, which gives them some flexibility to make this kind of move without breaking the bank. Plus, they're already planning to cut some players to free up even more cap room, so adding a shutdown corner like Surtain could be a huge upgrade. Think about it. Pairing Surtain with Trevon Diggs, who's been battling injuries but remains a true playmaker, creates a formidable duo. Especially considering Diggs' recent knee issues, Surtain's arrival could be the perfect complement, giving the Cowboys one of the most intimidating secondaries in the league. It's like adding a lockdown corner to a defense that's already trending upward, especially with the addition of prospects like Bland, who's already racked up 5 interceptions in 2025 with a PFF grade of 87. 5. This move isn't just about boosting the secondary for the regular season, though. It's about setting the stage for a deep playoff run. With Surtain on the field, the Cowboys' pass defense could improve from allowing 215 yards per game, which ranks 15th in the league, to a projected 175 yards. That's a staggering difference, reducing opponents' big plays and making it much harder for teams to sustain drives through the air. The impact on turnovers could be equally significant. If Surtain joins the team, we could see an increase of about 1-3 turnovers per game, potentially pushing the Cowboys' total up to around 2-0 per game. That kind of defensive opportunism can be the difference maker in close playoff games, especially when facing high-powered offenses like the Rams or even the Eagles. And speaking of the playoffs, this move could have a monumental impact on the Cowboys' Super Bowl chances. The odds are already in their favor, but if they land Surtain, those odds could skyrocket. BetMGM's latest odds in December 2025 show the Super Bowl LVII, or 58 title odds, jumping from plus 1,800 to a more favorable plus 850. That's a massive shift in perception, and it's not just hype. It's rooted in the reality that Certain's playoff experience, including 2 playoff interceptions in 2023, could turn him into a postseason difference-maker. His ability to shut down top receivers like Cooper Kupp, who has over 100 yards in 2025, would be invaluable. The Cowboys' secondary, which has sometimes been a weak link, would suddenly become one of the league's most feared units, making it much easier for the front seven to apply pressure and create turnovers. This potential trade echoes the legendary 2015 Broncos defense, which was anchored by Von Miller and a fierce secondary, leading them to a Super Bowl victory. Just like that, adding Certain could transform Dallas's defense into a star shield that dominates the NFC. With the Cowboys already boasting one of the league's top defenses, this move could elevate them from good to great, from contenders to champions. It's about building that impenetrable fortress, a defense that can shut down even the most explosive offenses, and that's exactly what Certain can bring to the table. So, what's the outlook? Well, if this trade happens, expect a significant boost in the Cowboys' ability to generate turnovers and suppress the passing game. The secondary would become a nightmare for quarterbacks, especially with the added stability that Certain's injury history, a minor calf injury that caused him to miss 1 game in November, doesn't seem to be a concern anymore. His coverage grade of 92. 3 on next-gen stats proves he's still at the top of his game, and his career trajectory suggests he's only getting better. The Cowboys' coaching staff would have a potent weapon against the league's elite passing attacks, and fans can look forward to more game-changing plays, more interceptions, and less yardage allowed through the air. Of course, all of this hinges on the negotiations, the Broncos' willingness to part ways, and the Cowboys' willingness to pay the price. But if they pull it off, it's a move that could define this era of Cowboys football, reminiscent of the best defenses in franchise history. It's about taking that next step, about showing the league that Dallas is back as a dominant force. This kind of move signals seriousness, ambition, and a clear intent to compete at the highest level. It's the kind of bold move that fans have been dreaming of, a true statement that the Cowboys are serious about reclaiming their spot at the top. So, stay tuned, Cowboys Nation. There's a lot to watch in the coming days. If Certain joins the Cowboys, you can bet that the entire NFC better be on notice. This defense, already formidable, would become an impenetrable fortress, and the Cowboys' Super Bowl window might just open wider than ever before. As always, we'll keep you updated with all the latest developments, analysis, and insider info. Because in Dallas, we don't just support a team, we live and breathe Cowboys football, and this potential move could be the start of something legendary. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YouTube algorithm to keep recommending the latest Dallas Cowboys news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. And now, Dallas Cowboys fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this? Do you think Patrick Certain is the missing piece that takes us all the way to Super Bowl glory? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Cowboys. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Dallas Cowboys news. We're in this together and the best is yet to come. Let's go Cowboys!